Hello again. In this video series, I will make a couple of short videos. Each video is going to be about a specific tool or a range of tools that can be used for reverse engineering of ELF binaries, of executables that are targeted at Linux systems. So my idea was that I would take tools that I find useful and some small code examples, and on these code examples I will demonstrate how the tools work, how you can work with them, how to make your life easier when you do reverse engineering work. And we will also, if the opportunity comes up, look at some malware targeted specifically at Linux systems. A very recent example of a malware where a Linux version exists is the Darkside Ransomware. This has been all over the news in the last couple of days because of the attack of this Darkside Ransomware group on the Colonial pipeline. Another example for a malware that targets Linux is this Rotajakiro. This is also pretty recent here, and at the time this article was written, the authors claim that there was zero virus total detection of this backdoor. I will put a link to this article into the description so you can read it. This is actually a very interesting analysis of Rotajakiro here. Further, there is the Mirai Botnet, which you have probably heard of. This also targets devices running Linux. Specifically, the Wikipedia article here states that it targets online consumer devices such as IP cameras and home routers. So here we're talking about a malware that targets IoT devices. This is also something that is noteworthy. If we go to Malware Bazaar and filter for ELF executables, there are a couple of Mirai samples online here, and from this you can see that, for instance, here is a version for x86, then down here is a version for ARM5, a version for ARM7. So this malware also targets not only Linux operating systems but different CPU architectures.